Hi all, I'm Paul, welcome to Start Waveski Surfing and welcome to part 2 of the elevated seatpad project. Before I share with you my thoughts and experience on elevating the seatpad, let's take a step back into time and quickly repeat the idea behind elevating the seatpad on your waveski. Okay, try this. Take 2 books, each book 2 to 3 centimeter thick, go sit on one book. Pretend you're on your waveski, your knees are slightly bent. Mark where you put your feet, pretend you're making turns. And now do the same with the second book on top of the first one. Mind that you place your feet in the same position. Notice that your sitting position is different. Make your turns, push your hips out. Do you feel the difference? Your hips move more freely in this higher, more active position, and this increases your responsiveness. So after some experimenting, this is the setup which I'm surfing for more than a year now. I've added a 5 centimeter foam block under my existing 2 centimeter foam with seat on top of that. And I've sculpted the foam block a bit to fit well in the seat area of the waveski. For me, the biggest win in elevating the seatpad was the more active sitting position. In my original position, I felt I was missing some power when I was paddling to catch a wave. And with that higher position, I'm in a more active mode and it's easier to make powerful pedal strokes and push my board in the pace of the wave. When it comes to responsiveness in the turns, several people told me I would feel an awesome difference. But I have to say that I didn't really experience that wow effect that they were predicting. Sure, undoubtedly my reaction responsiveness in the turns improved. My hips move more freely, that's what I showed you also with these books. So there is a difference in positive sense, but not really that wow effect that they were predicting. Why not? Well, I can think of 2 reasons for that. Like many boards, my board is custom made and I was already experiencing an awesome responsiveness on the right wave with my original setup. I didn't need a higher seat for that. This board is designed for me and it gives me the perfect combination in balance and responsiveness. The shaper Ian McLeod also told me that in his belief a higher seat isn't really necessary. And I can say that I experienced when I was doing the right move on the right moment on the right wave, I got that responsiveness. I mentioned right wave. The waves that I'm surfing here in the Netherlands, here in the North Sea, it's mostly wind swell and it's not that powerful ocean swell that we're getting here. I'm sure that if I would surf in more powerful waves, I will benefit more of all the aspects of the board and possibly also of a higher seat. Then I can imagine that getting that extra wow effect, what the advanced surfers predicted. I can imagine if you're doing competitions and every little thing you do to increase performance, you do it. Let's do this book thing again, but now on this balance board. And imagine that this balance board is my waveski wobbling on the water surface. You can imagine the higher I sit, the more challenging it becomes to balance my board. In general, the advice when you want to elevate your seatpad is to increase it step by step. 1 or 2 centimeters can already make a huge difference. You don't want to go too high because then you lose too much balance control. So how come that I immediately could increase my height with 5 centimeters? Well, I already felt that this board gave me so much more balance than my previous board. So I was able to pedal my new board with both feet on my board, even in windy, messy conditions. I couldn't do that on my previous board, so I knew I had much room to play with. And I don't have my KS Performance here anymore to show you the difference, but I compared my Dolphin with MACSKI Killer from my mate Selwyn, which is a board that is a bit comparable to the KS Performance. But even with a high sitting position on a Dolphin, I still feel more stability than on the Killer. So the shape of the board obviously is a very important factor. Another reason next to responsiveness to elevate the seatpad is a better ergonomic position and preventing back pain. If you sit a bit higher, there's less tension on your back. Theoretically, you should immediately feel improvements when you have found the perfect sitting position, but personally for me it was quite a quest. Since my early 20s I'm having a sensitive back, and every change I do, my back needs some adjustment time to get used to it. So let's summarize. Is it worth the effort of starting experimenting with seat height? For me, it definitely was. The new sitting position is more comfortable, it gives me more power in my pedal strokes, and it gives me slightly better responsiveness. If you think your sitting position could use more comfort or you want to improve your responsiveness, go ahead and start experimenting and try to find that perfect setup for you while you have the perfect combination of balance and responsiveness. The shape of your board, your level of experience, your feel for balance, those are all factors that influence if and how much you can raise your seat. But don't forget, you should also experiment with fin sizes and fin position, because changing fin position, changing fin size also makes a huge difference in your surfing experience. Here are some tips for the experimental phase. In general, start with just adding a few centimeters. Use good quality Velcro to experiment with seat pad position. Attach your seat pad to your belt while it's on the board with Velcro. I lost one of my seat pads when a whitewater wave ripped it off my board while I was walking through the surf. Use a heat gun to shape your seat pad to fit it in the seat area of the Waveski. Use sanding paper to sculpt the seat pad to fit in the seat area. When you decided the setup, glue the seat pad on the board with carpet glue spray. That's it for now. Have fun with experimenting and have fun in the water. See you the next time. Bye!